Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Cub, and welcome back to the first episode in the second season of our 5-Head Island Let's Play. It was unanimously voted on in the last live episode that we would renew it for another 10 episodes, or I guess another 9 episodes, and a live stream at episode 20, and I'm actually really happy about that because I've been enjoying this pack and we still have quite a ways to go. I'm going to try to step it up to about 3 episodes a week though, so that we can hopefully cover more ground. No promises on that. However, if it happens, great. If not, oh well. I decided to start this episode with a Let's Build, like we have a couple of the previous episodes. This one's not super specific though, so there's a lot of things I needed to do, a lot of projects that needed to kind of be completed after the live episode. The live episode left a bit of a mess all over the place if you look around the island, so I decided that things needed to be cleaned up, and in no particular order. The first things first, I guess. We'll start with the first. I said no particular order, but we needed to clean up the chest situation. We had a lot of chests. We had a lot of items. They needed to be organized better, so I replaced them all with storage crates, and that was kind of a big deal, sort of, I guess. I don't know. From there, I decided that I needed a better place to kill Endermen, and I tried some different things. A block out in the ocean kind of worked, and then I realized, you know what? This random creeper spawning, which happened twice actually, this could be a problem. Like, imagine if one of these creepers went off over here around all my items. It would take me forever to catch back up with where I am. So I decided I should probably secure the place a little better, put down some torches. I built a second fence around the monster spawner just in case something goes wrong there. We will be prepared for it in the future. I'll be honest, we're still not 100% creeper safe because it's still possible for them to spawn over here. I need to put down some more torches. And I don't know, from there I moved forward. I needed a place for animals to be so that they could spawn and grow up and live nice, happy, healthy, safe lives. So I built a couple of new platforms, got a lot of dirt, moved them over there, moved all of our cow horde over there, and then tried to use some chicken bait. Although, interestingly enough, we had a chicken just spawn naturally, which was nice. But then I tried to use the chicken bait to spawn a chicken, and it turned out there was too many animals nearby. So I had to kill a lot of the cows, which is sad, but I got some leather gear out of it. And then I decided, you know what? I know exactly what I want to do this episode. For some reason, the monster spawner is no longer making blazing items, so no more blaze rods, no more blaze dust. It's been a bit of a pain, so I thought, let's go to the Nether and let's see what's there. Probably nothing, but if we can get to the Nether, we can build a monster spawner there that'll guarantee that we will get certain items from nether creatures, which brings us to where we are now. Howdy! Remember me saying that we're not perfectly safe from creepers? That's because there's one right around this corner here. I don't know what block he spawned on, but he's here, and we gotta get him away. So let me take you through the double gate system we've got here. Hopefully he follows us, and we'll kill him over here, where at least if he blows up, all he'll destroy is the monster spawner. Which, I mean, it's not like that's going to be any trouble. There we go. That's easier to rebuild. But speaking of which, I guess if you watched the live episode, episode 10, you'll know what's going on in here. We just kind of sealed it. Now we got a good supply of things. Let's go check and see if that chicken bait worked. Like I said, I had one spawn naturally, which was kind of useless because, like, what's the point of the bait? But let's go see if another one has spawned yet. Okay, so we do have what looks like 2 of them in here. One is a baby. Oh, I guess that's the one from the bait. I wouldn't know. But now that they've spawned, I can go ahead and start breeding the cows again, which is going to be real handy because I'm too cheap to use iron for armor, and I would much rather just eat the flesh of these cows and then wear their... Well, I'm not going to eat the flesh. I'm going to eat the meat, and then I'm going to wear the flesh. It's going to be great. So we'll just let them do that. And there's the baby. There's dinner later tonight. That's fan. Oh, I got an achievement for that? I've been doing that a lot. Why am I just now getting an achievement for it? Sometimes I just don't know what this game is thinking. Anyway, as I was saying, we're going to build a portal to the Nether. So what I've done is I've made several stone barrels. I filled them with lava. Gonna get a spot of water. Maybe right here will work. I was hoping it would spread all the way to both ends. Perfect. There's our obsidian that we need for the portal, and in fact, I think I built too much. I think we only need 10 pieces to get to the Nether, and we've got 12, so we could actually build like a full fat portal if we wanted to, but why would we? Now, I just noticed that my pick is on like death's doorstep, but I think since, you know, we're dealing with obsidian... Oh, I didn't even realize I already had some. Well, you know what? Hopefully, we won't have to cut down any obsidian, but just in case, look, we've got plenty of diamonds. We're not hurting for them. So let's just go ahead and build a diamond pick and hope that this... Oh, good, it made it. It made it all the way up to the point where it can build its own replacement, which is actually a bit tragic. And now I feel bad. Oh, poor pickaxe. How would you like to know that you've lived long enough to help train, or I guess in this case, build your replacement? I'll tell you what, we'll keep using it. We'll hold on to it for a bit longer. It's pretty close to retirement. Let's just keep it going. A couple of extra blocks, and then it's going to get that sweet retirement package. Also, this area in here is a great place to fight Endermen, because they can't get in here and they can't hit you. So they're still escaping. Also, wait, hold on a second. Before we continue, where did that creeper spawn? Was it on top of one of these blocks? It must have been. I'm looking around. I guess at night they could spawn any number of places. Right here, apparently, for some reason, on the inside the sugar cane. On top of this fruit. Melon's a fruit, of course it is. Yes, it obviously is. That's strange, though, isn't it? I guess we're not going to worry about it. We've got a diamond sword. We just broke a melon with a pickaxe, because why not? Worse things can happen. As I was saying, though, if we take a little gander inside of here, you'll see still nothing that is blazing. No blazing items in there. No dusts. Nothing of that sort. So we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a portal to the Nether as far away from where I usually am as possible. So I guess that would be over here. And is this the middle? Don't actually know. I think this is the middle. It looks... Well, no, it doesn't look like it's the middle of the platform, but I think it lines up with the other side of this thing just fine. So this is where we'll build the portal. Far enough away from my base that hopefully I won't be able to hear it and it won't cause me any trouble. And if in the future this becomes a mistake, we can just come back and move it again. This iron pick has held out much longer than I thought it would. There it goes. All right, like I said, oh no, it was on its last day. It was going to retire tomorrow. What a shame. Ain't that a shame? So can we still build these things in any shape we want to? I think we can. In which case, why build the full thing? Can't we just build like, oh, I'm going to regret this decision if we can't. Can't we just do that? And you know what, we might as well just make it one square. Like I said, we've got extra obsidian if we need it later. I hope I haven't just made like a big mistake. I hope that I can actually light this thing. Otherwise, we'll have to break the corner pieces and extend it up a little bit. The corner pieces aren't needed anyway. Flint. One flint. Pfft. Good thing we don't need any of that today. Steel? No, but we've got iron. How come the iron and the flint make a flint and steel? How does that make any sense at all? It's a flint and iron. Like, I understand iron is just... Our steel is just refined iron. But we haven't refined it. All we've done is put it next to some flint. Like, if I went and... What the heck? I thought I saw a spider creeping around. That was disturbing. Not a fan of that. Oh, well, Shrek me. Guess what we can't do, guys. Darn it. Alright, well then we'll just break these, and to heck with those corner pieces. We'll leave them on the bottom. Because this is already going to take long enough. And I'm just not even into it right now. Oh! I had something delivered to my house. It's in my mailbox right now. That's interesting. I wonder what it could be. I don't remember ordering anything. Well, I do. I ordered something off Amazon, but that was a while back. Or, no, it wasn't. It was just recently, is what I'm trying to say. Very poorly? It was a while back. How is that an accidental thing to say? Not entirely sure. What I can tell you is that the thing that I ordered from Amazon shouldn't be here for like another couple of days. So, it's weird that it's here now. And if you're wondering what it is, I bought a cover for my webcam so I don't have to use tape anymore to maintain my privacy levels, because the NSA is always watching, my friends. Always watching. I also got something... I don't even remember what I got from Amazon. It was that and something else, but I don't remember what else. All right, everyone. Here we go. Grand Adventure. I'm really curious as to what's in my mailbox. I kind of want to go check, but we'll do that in a minute. Here we go. Now we're waiting. And we're waiting. We're still waiting. And we're curious. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is exactly what I expected. This is exactly what I expected this to be. All right, this is fine. What we need to do is build out the platform a bit. And we'll need to get some blocks active in this region so that they'll stay active when we leave. And so hopefully monsters will spawn there. This isn't that big a deal, though. Like, I was almost sort of hoping for this, because the other alternative was that we'd spawn into a lake of lava, which I thought would have been clever if in the overworld we have a lake of water, and then you go to the Nether and it's a lake of lava. But, you know, the way of things, I guess, is the way that things are. We'll go ahead and take these, And I don't know if we're going to actually build like a full-out monster spawner in the Nether today. Like, we might just go there and build like a base. Well, not even really a base, just a safe spawning point. Speaking of which, we'll need torches for that. I don't think I have any on me. But like a safe spawning point where we can walk in and not immediately get pushed off the world. In fact, let's go ahead and just bring like an assortment of items here. So, tiny torches and full fat torches, both of which will be very useful. Get some walls. Walls are useful. I like walls. And that should be enough for now. If we do build a monster spawner in the Nether, we are at least at a point where I believe we can build a fan and then upgrade it. Because in the past, we didn't have the resources to upgrade the fan. So we just ended up building like 2 additional fans. But that's a thing that we can do now. We've reached that point. Pats on the back all around on that one. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll just... Oh, you know what I should have brought? We could have like modified the stone bricks using our chisel to create like a truly unique block for this area. But we're not going to now. It's too late. Mistakes were made. Alright, so we'll just kind of surround this area with the stone blocks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some fencing around it so we can't accidentally walk off. Because this is truly terrifying. It's not like back in the overworld where if we fall off, we're in a lake of water and we're fine. No, if we fall off here, that's it. We're done for. Like, there's no bouncing back from that. All of our items have hit the void. We can't even swim down and pick them up. I don't think we have graves in this mod pack. I think if you die, from previous experience, your items just end up on the bottom of the world. And they get scattered out, and they're either swallowed up by the sea, oh gosh, or in this case, by the endless empty void. So we probably shouldn't be up here with like a diamond sword and pickaxe, but whatever. Look, I'm a rebel. I like to live life on the edge, on the razor edge. I'll always live on the razor edge of life. That's how the song goes. It's not at all how the song goes, but, you know, not like you guys know that. Okay, so we've got our safe space here. Now, keeping in mind that I think animal or creatures spawn, like the likelihood of creatures spawning even in a well-lit area is like intensified in the Nether. Just, you know, stay on the safe side, I guess. And then we'll build our monster spawner out this direction. I will go... 3 wide would make more sense, I'll be honest with you. 3 wide would definitely make more sense. And maybe that's what we have to do with our portals. Maybe we can customize them, but we have to make them at least like 3 tall on the inside, and therefore we could have made one that's 3 wide. But it's too late now, so we'll just go ahead and we'll build a monster spawner that is... Oh, wait, we're going to have to be able to get around to the back of it. Oh, you know what? We don't have to worry about putting a roof. Oh, well, yeah, we do, because blazes. We have to have a roof on this thing. Well, let's do this. I'll work this out as I go. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do here. I've got plans. I've got ideas. We'll just have to wait and see how they go. How far out do I have to go before monsters start spawning? Does F7 work here? F7 does work here. Okay, good. So monsters will just spawn in here. And I believe we saw that the fan can push them 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we have the... Well, they won't run into them there, though. 8. Yeah, hold on. No, yeah, that'll work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we put the spikes here, we're going to go back to the overworld and check that real quick. But before we do that, let me show you how to hopefully keep these spawns loaded. If we go over here to claimed chunks, you must be in a team to do that? What? Are you telling me that I well, okay, how do I create a team? Create new team. We'll call them, Covfefe. That looks pretty Covfefe right there. Yellow. Accept. Alright, so we're now on Team Covfefe. We can now start claiming trunks. So, just right-clicking once will claim the area. I think that if you left-click, it declaims them. How do you keep them loaded, though? I don't think claimed areas... Explosions are disabled in a claimed area? Well, that's news to me. Okay. Chunk loaded. Alright, so what you have to do is hold down Shift when you click on... Oh, it has to be claimed first, so... Or maybe they just haven't been loaded. No, they've been loaded. Alright. So left-click claims, right-click unclaims. So you left-click to claim, and then hold down Shift and left-click again, and you keep the chunk loaded. And then ditto to make it get out of there. So theoretically, if we leave now, monsters might spawn here while we're away. Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. One can hope. We'll see when we come back. This seems like a thing I've tried in the past and it didn't work. But maybe things will be different this time. Unlikely, though. Very unlikely. Okay, so we're going to need 2 spikes. I think we'll go ahead and use just regular iron spikes, the ones that do not require that we have... Where even are they? Oh, that's something I was going to do. I was going to check and confirm the distance between the fan and the spike. So if we just take a look inside of here, we'll be able to figure that out. And I think it's 8 blocks. So from fan to spike, looks like it's going... I can't tell from here. I have to be able to, like, walk alongside it. Don't even have an axe. What is wrong with this world? Gosh darn it. Okay, so it goes to... Here's where the spikes are. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it? 6? I mean, that's no big deal. Like, we'll make it work. It'll be fine. Is there an Enderman on the roof of this thing? Is that what I'm hearing? Pretty sure that's what I'm hearing, and I'm not happy to hear it. Never happy to hear an Enderman. They get on my nerves, but now is as good a time as any to show you my foolproof energy, or Enderman fighting arena. Where are you? I hear you. Show yourself. Step forward and fight me, you monster. Check you. I can't be bothered. I haven't got the time. Is that or was it ghast? I don't know. It actually sounded more like a... There's no ghasts here. That's impossible. Do we have any... Oh, we've got a sheep now. Have our chickens grown? No, one is still a babby. And we just have a random sheep. Where's the baby? Where's the baby cow? Oh, there it is back there. You know what I just realized? We should probably also go ahead and claim these chunks. I'm not sure how many chunks we can claim. There may be a limit to it. But if we go ahead and at least have these over here where the animals are, and these over here where the monsters, and might as well just go ahead and claim all of these, actually. There we go. So the base will stay loaded now that we've claimed all these chunks, even when we're not here. So when we go to the Nether, things should theoretically just keep ticking away as though there was someone here, which is great. That's going to be real handy. All right, so what are we going to need? We're going to need spikes, which means we're going to need a lot of iron, which fortunately we've got these days. Things have really changed since when we started this series, I'll tell you that much. So swords, block of iron, that'll give us our iron spikes, which is exactly what we wanted. And then, like I said, we'll need the mob fan, which might be easier to find if we type in mob fan. There it is right there. Which is, once again, very cheap. Although we are running low on redstone, but that's... I mean, we're running low on actual redstone. Redstone blocks we have an abundance of, and probably have more in the monster spawner. Wasn't paying very close attention to that. Perfect, though. No more issues with the redstone. All right, there's our mob fan. Next up, we'll need to widen it, so we'll get the upgrade, which the only thing it required that we didn't have before was feathers. But now, now we have chickens, but also, we've got a lot of feathers just from things dying in there. I don't know what, but there's a lot of chicken, and there's a lot of feathers. In fact, you know what? I'll show you. For the non-believers, I mean, we've already looked in there several times today, but just in case you were still doubting, if we take a gander inside of here, I think something just died. Look at this. We've got feathers, and we've got chicken. Now, it's completely possible, and in fact, I would argue highly likely that what? Oh, I see. Things are spawning on the acacia tree. That's where the monsters are coming from. Odd, but fair enough. I'll deal with it. It's an issue. I'll confess. It's my... What is wrong with you? Calm down. Jeez. These things are downright difficult to deal with. That should take care of that issue. Very, very strange issue. I think it's more likely that something's dying in there, that it just happens to be dropping these items, because why would chickens be spawning in there? It's cold and dark and depressing, and also neither of those things go in this crate. They go back here. Good. Alright, so there's that, and the spikes, and then the last component we're going to need is a lever, or lever, if you are so inclined. Wow, we're filling up. I think people are still interested in me updating this, but as of right now, we just don't need to. I think when we start using more power, we'll start using more lava, and then we'll have to... Actually, we might not even update this. We might just update the lava to blazing pyrotheum. It might be a while before we get around to updating the cobblestone generator, unless we can go to the deep dark, and I'm not seeing that. Not seeing deep dark here, folks. Very sorry about that. In fact, in terms of portals, all we've got is end portal, and that's just not something I'm interested in at the moment. Deep dark, though. Ooh. Fun place, I'll tell you that much. All right. What am I doing? I've already forgotten. I've done that thing again where I got distracted. What did I... What? Cobblestone? I made a lever already. Oh, you know what we're going to need is a hopper. I don't know if that's what I was going to do, but we're going to need one, and we should probably have like an extra chest around here somewhere. Right there. And I don't know why I'm carrying around all of my iron with me. That's a dumb decision. That's the thing we're going to stop doing, because when we go back to the Nether, it'd be an awful shame to lose it all. Same thing with the redstone here. Goodness me, sometimes I just don't make the best of decisions, do I? I think if we combine that with, let's see, some ender pearls. How do you go about making this? Oh, there it was. Yeah, obsidian and an eye of ender. All right, then. In that case, you know what we're going to have to do is sacrifice our last blaze rod. And this had better work. We better get some blazes in the Nether, because I don't know how else to get these things. But we'll sacrifice that along with our ender pearl to get an eye of ender. And the last step in the process is going to be getting a bit more obsidian. But we've already got 3 pieces here, so why bother, baby? We're already good to go. Where's my hopper? There it is. Lovely. Oh, nope. We're going to need crates to store all of the items in the Nether. And actually, do you know what someone pointed out to me? I looked for ender chests during... Let's see, who said that? It was Chain Minecraft. I looked for ender chests, and I only saw the vanilla one, and I was like, well, that's useless. And then, right there, ender chest. So thank you, Chain Minecraft, for pointing that out to me. That's what we're going to need to teleport items between dimensions. I think it'll work between dimensions. It might not. It might only work... We might have to build something else to teleport between dimensions, which is fine. But for getting items from over to that monster, from that monster spawner to over here, we're definitely going to be building one of those, but we'll have to have more blaze rods, so that's not going to be an option right now. Where are my... Did I not actually build any of these? There we go. I think we've already got enough sticks. I think it's 4 sticks. And then last things last. Oop. Old habits die hard. We'll need... There we go. Just any type of wood will work. So I think it's that. Surrounded by this, but these might be in the wrong places. I can't believe I memorized this recipe. It took me years to memorize the recipe for building a stinking... What are they even called? Pistons. That took me years to memorize. But this recipe I've got... I mean, except for the fact that I do occasionally put certain blocks in the wrong area. I pretty much got this one memorized, but I think I need more sticks. I think it's... No, it's the chests. The chests go in the corners. That there. See, I didn't have to look it up. At least. There we go. So that's everything we need. I guess. I hope. Let's get in there. Maybe we'll build an encasing around it for our safety. We'll find out when we get back to the Nether. Maybe build like a closed-circuit TV system. Actually, that wouldn't work, because I don't think we can run a cable through the portal, so it would have to be like a Wi-Fi camera system or something along those lines. Not really my sort of deal, but let's see. And I'm just hoping we'll log in and nope, there's no monsters here at all. Well, Shrek. Maybe we'll have to put in some kind of a world loader. Or a world anchor. Because I was hoping that just doing that would keep these things anchored. Oh, a travel anchor? Those are useful, but no. Loader? Oh, here we go. What is this? Power overload. Is there no way to keep this place... Oh, we might need some viewer feedback here. I might be wasting all of our time. That's a thing I hadn't considered, but is very possible that this just might not work at all. So we've got this here, and if we put the fan down, let's say here, it'll blow a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. And then was it on the 6 block that we had the spikes? I think it was right on the 6 block. It was either that or 6 and then I can't remember, and I'll be honest, it doesn't matter. So right in here, so we'll have, and let's do them like this. That's an interesting way of doing it. Am I right? I mean, when I'm right, I know that I'm right. And I'm right in this situation. We'll also have to build around the outside of this, which is not an issue. Assuming we decide we go ahead and encase this, which we might as well. Because, I mean, there's no light bleed we have to worry about. That's not an issue. There's not enough ambient light to be a problem in the Nether, I don't think. All of this was already red. So if there is an issue, and there does seem to be an issue, it's not going to be from that. I don't know, y'all. Maybe they don't spawn within a certain distance of the port. No, I know that that's nonsense. Because I've done series where I've had to deal with monsters right out the portal. So they must spawn close to the portal. So I don't think that's going to be our issue. And if it is, it's not like we're building a super complicated contraption here. So we'll just move it. I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, we do need extra space back here. We'll need 2 blocks of space back here. Dang it. I ran out of cobblestone slabs. Well, let's leave and we'll see what happens when we come back, now that we've built this area. Oh, look at that. Nothing has spawned yet. Okay. So I went back to the overworld. And, yeah, this doesn't look at all promising. But I still believe. I still have hope. So if we just very quickly toggle the F7, we can see that things can spawn in there theoretically. So, I mean, we've got theory on our side, I guess. For all the good that's going to do us. I think we'll go ahead and put the hopper right here. And we'll put the small crate underneath it, and we'll tell it to down items. Cool. Alright, so things should die in these spikes and then go through there. Into the... Okay. Well, I mean, assuming it all worked, but it doesn't appear to be working at all. That's alright. Right-click, put in the upgrade. And now here's for a fun issue. This might blow us away. No, okay, I guess because there's a wall there. But that's on now, and we've basically done it. Should we make this like another level taller? Maybe that's an issue. Maybe things don't want to spawn in here because it's so low to the ground, and people are like, I could spawn in there, but no, it's too low. I want to go spawn somewhere else. And maybe that's not our issue, is it? This just isn't going to work. How come those items aren't getting blown, like, to the end? Like, does it only move mobs? Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to move items as well. I would test it, but we would totally die in the spikes. So, no. Question, does light pass through these things? Because I'm curious whether or not I'm going to have to deal with... Let's check. No, alright, yeah, it's fine. So apparently, I can just throw down torches as I need them. Like here, I guess. Okay, no, that definitely ruins everything. Well, that's what we brought the little torches for, because they're kind of crap. So hopefully we can place that there, and it won't interfere with the inside of the machine. It kind of does, but again, the machine isn't working at all. So, what does it matter? Not the best solution, but monsters will not spawn there. So, joke's on you. Haha, I've fixed it. Actually, the only... Whoa, did y'all see that? Whoa, there's that fan at work. Not moving items, but certainly moving me around. A better idea to fix this issue would be to just break that out. Now, if we put a tiny torch there, it shouldn't interfere. Yeah, that's a smarter idea. Good job, me. Where are my tiny torches? Oh, there they are. They're so small I couldn't see them. Okay, well, maybe you'll kill some things while I'm gone. You know what we ought to do is check and see if the overworld one works when we're away. Because again, you would think this would keep everything loaded. It says chunks loaded, but maybe it doesn't. I mean, in the time we've been doing this, we haven't gotten any more chicken items, so... Has our chicken grown? Oh, but that doesn't prove anything, because the chicken could have grown while we were here and I just didn't notice. But did the chicken grow? Because that will give me some amount of confidence for what we've just done. So... Well... What the heck? Guys? I hear cow and chicken. But I don't see them. Oh no! Oh, there's ghost chickens laying eggs. This is concerning. Okay, let's go back to the Nether. And then when we come back, maybe the animals will be here again? See, something just died in there. We saw that. That worked. Okay. Maybe loading the chunks was a bad idea. Oh, great. Picked up a bunch of cobblestone slabs, but no monster bits. Just wonderful. Just wonderful. This is... this is panning out wonderfully. Oh, and the animals still aren't back. Alright, well... let's do this then. Let's save. We'll quit. And we'll give it another go. Let's load back in. But the animal's still invisible. I guess we're about to... it's building the terrain. Oh, thank goodness they're back. Oh, guys. I was in a real weird place. You don't even want to know. I'm pretty sure I've gone crazy slightly. It's been real weird times, y'all. You wouldn't even believe it. You, like, if you... oh, look, Cub's team. Isn't that nice? It hasn't done that when I've gone to the Nether. Maybe that's all I had to do. After setting up the loaded chunks, log out and back in. And maybe that, like, queues everything up. So maybe the Nether's running right now. We don't know. Let's go and find out. Let's just book it on over there. And maybe it's loading and incredible things are happening. And maybe there's monsters there. Maybe they'll attack me. I'd be happy with that at this point. I'd be 100% in line with that. That'd be cool. No, nothing yet. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, y'all, I don't know what to think about any of this. I don't know if maybe I've just wasted an entire episode. I mean, the Let's Build was pretty cool, right? Like, that was a nice addition. So if you found that to be a nice addition, cool. Anything happening here since we've been gone? Nothing's happening here since we've been gone. Oh, and the sheep are gone again. The animals are... is that going to happen every time we go to the Nether? If that happens every time we go to the Nether, we might need to turn off this chunk loader thing, because I think that that's what's breaking the world. Maybe just... not even wrong button. Maybe just turn it off here. Because we're not going to spend that much time in the Nether anyway. So... cool. Yeah, wilderness. And then the few times we go to the Nether, we'll keep the Nether loaded, because we're not going to be there often anyway. Okay, still nothing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut my losses and say thank you folks for watching. God bless you. I still have yet to find any type of a chunk loader of any kind that would be in any way helpful to this situation. It looks like the only way we're going to be able to get blazes... I mean, we need this stuff bad. The only way I'm going to be able to get blaze powder is with first off a blaze rod, which is great. But where am I going to get blaze rod? Apparently I'm going to have to build some blaze essence, which is going to require blaze seeds, which will require superium, which will require intermedium, predomitrium, inferium. Other words I don't quite understandium. Or the sifting of dust through an iron stiffened mesh, which also works. But can we use blaze rods? I don't think we can use blaze powder to create blaze rods, unfortunately. The recipe doesn't seem to support that, which means we're still going to need to find a way to get the rods in order to build... What happened to the... They were spawning here before. They used to spawn here. What changed? Remember when we first started this series, we used to be able to get stinking nether things to spawn in here? What are they even called now? I can't even... blazes. Just blazes. That's what they're called. They used to spawn in here. Is it because it's only like 4 or 3 tall now? Look, if y'all have any tips or suggestions, please let me know. Until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. The animals are back. We got that going for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, where's my hand? Bye. Where? Bye?